I thought I'd make this video in regards to hair since I've been growing my hair. Probably can't see it now anyway, it's not that long, but relative to what it was about a week or two ago, it's very much long. And spirituality and hair, you have a lot of people who do a lot of things with their head and their hair on it for quote unquote spiritual purposes, or rather religious purposes. But in actuality, if you are someone who is seeking spiritual enlightenment and you're consciously seeking to expand yourself, you don't need to feel a loss for having no hair. You know, a lot of people do a lot of things to supplement themselves and to enhance themselves. And I guess hair being one of the things that people tend to do with the sincere objective of improving themselves, I thought I have to put this out. You know, that's hocus pocus talk, basically. Hocus pocus, because whether you're bald, whether you have a number 1, a number 2, or you have hair down to your ankles, it's not your hair that's going to make you. It's just a part of you. You could use it as a tool. Whatever tool you want to use it as is up to you. But no, your hair is not an aerial, it's not an antenna. Having your hair long is not going to connect you more to wherever you're trying to connect to. Because remember, in these dimensions that I like to talk about, not only the third but the upper dimensions, it's all about going in the mind. It's not got anything to do with physics. Rather, it's got to do with metaphysics. So the effects, i.e. the physics, that we all like to consume ourselves with, i.e. hair, actually don't have any effect in the real world. This is our mind or our ego playing tricks on us. There was a message posted about crystals the other day, and somebody was advising somebody which crystals to buy, etc., to protect them from evil and all this sort of thing. And I was impelled to respond, although it wasn't directed at me, the message. I was impelled to respond because there are so many people who spend so much money and so much energy doing things that ultimately do nothing for them. And it's not that they're not sincere, they are sincere, but they've just not understood that when we are dealing with other dimensions and when we're trying to expand ourselves, rather than going into the body, we come out. So things such as your hairstyle, or how long you should have your hair cut and what style you should wear it, all of that, to be honest with you, is just details, and the details is where you will find the devil. So you need to really just look at the greater scope here and just realize that however you look physically has no bearing on your entirety. So hair, no hair, don't tell yourselves that you're doing it because of spirituality. If you're doing it because of your religion, because that's where you are at, fine. But to my people out there who know what I'm talking about and who are introverting as well as extroverting so they can know themselves, they know that it is a waste of time. For those of you on the fence about hair and spirituality, all I've got to say is this. Some of you will start to lose your hair. Some of you will not have any hair at all, because you could be, what do they call that? It's not albino, there's another called alopecia, that's right. Imagine somebody who's got alopecia. How do you feel about them now if they're trying to increase themselves spiritually? You see, these things, these rules, these dogmas, they always create conflict rather than integration. So if you want to do your hair because you like doing your hair and you like how it looks, perfectly fine. Go run amok with that. But if you are presenting yourself in a particular way because you feel somehow you will be better off spiritually, well, you just have to take yourself back to the words that Christ spoke to the Pharisees, Sadducees, and scribes. And I won't tell you what words they were because you have to do the research too. But ultimately it's not about the outer self that makes you, it's the inner self. So whatever outward extravagances or outward expressions you may bear, of course they come from within, but don't get yourself wrapped up with the things that are on the outside. So a long-winded way of basically saying your hair does nothing for you apart from looking good. There is no spiritual benefit. There is none at all. You could have lost limbs and you can still be spiritually great. It doesn't mean because your physical body is less than somebody else's or whatever, then, you know, whatever. People will even talk about growing your beard and this and that and all these things. And of course you can put energies to your beliefs and trap yourself by that. But for us out here who know about freedom, yeah, oh yeah, have a look at my head. I was bald about a week and a half ago. My hair grows real quick. So that's what brought this video to mind, really, because I've gone through many phases with my hair. I've been shaving my head bald lately, mainly out of economic convenience. But it's nice to just have that freedom of no hair, not having to brush your hair, doing this, doing that like a lady, just taking it nice and cool and focusing on other things, isn't it? But right now it's freezing here in London. We're getting sub-zero temperatures. So for me to go bald, it's not going to do really. So I've just been growing my head, trying to insulate my head with that afro hair, which does wonders, by the way, and straight hair too. So I hear. So good, man. But yeah, again, your hair, it's not going to do anything. Your crystals, it's not going to do anything. Your clothing, it's not going to do anything. What will do it is your mind. What will do it is your spirit. All these other things are just supplements. So if your mind is in the right place, these things will do great things for you. Your supplements in life, whatever those supplements, you know, manifest as for you. But if your mind is not in the right place, I can tell you, you can have as many crystals, you can have as many weaves, you can have as many locks in your hair, you can have whatever the case may be. It's not going to do anything for you. Peace.